All right. We're streaming live. Amy's here. Hello. And there's Z. Yay. Welcome. My first two tribe members through the door. You have the best virtual seats in the house. Any place you choose to sit, it's yours. On Fiesta Friday. My client booking late in the afternoon that was going to go into evening had to move till next Friday. So that freed up my evening, so I'm so glad. Yeah, even though we're virtual, AIM, I try to, in my mind's eye, it's like I'm still playing at a small club, so I like to recognize my friends that are the first ones in the door. You get the best seats. So, we can imagine anyway. Hope everybody's doing well. Z, I know you're still working the outage, so nice to see you tune in anyway, even if it's for just briefly. Z, I know you don't have a lot of time, so I'll at least get one song in. I like starting my sets off with something from Steve Poltz, so I'll do this. If you look to the east, where the sun never sets, I'll be there at the top of the stairs, you could bet. So just pick up the phone, make a call, all your own. I'll be there when you say your last little prayer. La la la, la la, la la. You hold your head in your hands, and I don't have a way to climb inside your body and just hang out and stay. And everybody's asking when you're coming back. And I don't have an answer, so I fade out in the black. Who knows how I feel today? I suppose I'll slowly fade away. Fade away. Uh-huh. And I tread so slowly through the broken glass outside. I treading oh so cautiously. I'm wondering where you hide. And I got notes stacked on my walls, kisses oh so sweet. And all I do is wonder when again the two shall meet. Who knows how I feel today? I suppose I'll slowly fade away. Fade away. Uh-huh. Do you hear me talking here? Oh, hello again. How do you do? Good morning, I miss waking up. I said, oh, good morning, I miss waking up with you. Uh-huh. $100 phone bill multiplied by 5. You look like a phone to me. Hey, are you still alive? And dirty plates and bottles will it decorate my floor? And I've got lots of so-called friends just knocking on my door. Who knows how I feel today? I suppose I'll slowly fade away. Fade away. Uh-huh. Do you hear me talking to you? Oh, hello again. How do you do? Good morning, I miss waking up. I said, oh, good morning, I miss waking up with you. All right, a little Steve Pulse to kick off our Fiesta Friday. Thanks for being here. C said, I may fall asleep. Yeah, I remember. I remember those early days. Don't miss them at all. I didn't mind working the night shift because I'm a nocturne. So getting up at 3 in the afternoon wasn't bad. Getting up at 3 in the morning is killer. Thanks, Amy. Yeah, my friend Steve Pulse wrote that. I like that song. So, good to see everybody here. And hopefully we're keeping the door open so we'll get some others straggling in here. We'll have to sit beside or next to each of you because you got center stage, best seats in the house. Huh. If we were really here, I'd be sitting on the edge of the stage with my legs dangling off. And we'd be about 3 feet away. That would be the way I would do it. That would be fun. Oh, yeah. So, I was thinking of some stuff earlier I haven't done in a little while, so this one came to me just before I went live. Please come to Boston for the springtime. Staying there with some friends, they've got lots of room. You can sell your paintings on the sidewalk, by a cafe where I hope to be singing soon. Please come to Boston, she said no, would you come home to me? And she said, Rambling boy, why don't you settle down? Boston ain't your kind of town. There ain't no gold and there ain't nobody like me. So I'm the #1 fan of the man from Tennessee. Please come to Denver with the snowfall. We'll move up into the mountains so far we can't be found, and throw I love you echoes down the canyon, and then lie awake at night till they come back around. Please come to Denver. She said no, but you come home to me. And she said, hey, rambling boy, why don't you settle down? Denver ain't your kind of town. There ain't no gold and there ain't nobody like me. So I'm the #1 fan of the man from Tennessee. Now this drifter's world goes round and round, and I doubt if it's ever gonna stop. But of all the dreams I've lost and found and all that I ain't got, I still need a lean-to, somebody I can sing to. Please come to LA to live forever. So California life alone is just too hard to build. I live in a house that looks out over the ocean, and there's some stars that fell from the sky. They're living up on the hill. Please come to LA. And she just said no. Boy, but you come home to me. And she said, hey, rambling boy, why don't you settle down? LA can't be your kind of town. There ain't no gold and there ain't nobody like me. So I'm the #1 fan of the man from Tennessee. I'm the #1 fan of the man from Tennessee. Oh, a little Dave Loggins. He had a cousin that did pretty well too, named Kenny. I love that song. That was from about 7th grade, I think. Oh, thanks, Z. Thank you, Amy. Ellie's here. Welcome. Good to see you. So glad you're in the house. Yes. So the 3 of you have front row seats, the best seats in the house. Oh. This one came to me right toward the end of that, so I said, okay. Desperado, why don't you come to your senses? You've been out riding fences for so long now. Oh, you're a hard one, but I know you got your reasons. These things that are pleasing you will hurt you somehow. Don't you draw the queen of diamonds, boy, she'll beat you if she's able. The queen of hearts is always your best bet. Now it seems to me some fine things have been laid upon your table, but you only want the ones that you can't get. Desperado, oh boy, you ain't getting any younger. pain and your hunger, they're driving you home. Your freedom, oh your freedom, that's just some people talking. Your prison is walking through this world all alone. Don't your feet get cold in the wintertime? The sky won't snow and the sun won't shine. It's hard to tell the nighttime from the day. Now you're losing all your highs and lows. Ain't it funny how the feeling goes away? Desperado, why don't you come to your senses? Come down from your fences and open the gate. It may be raining, I know there's a rainbow above you. You'd better let somebody love you. Let somebody love you. You better let somebody love you before it's too late. All right, a little bit of Eagles for our Fiesta Friday. Thanks for tuning in. Good seeing everybody here. Oh, good of you to stop by. I'm sure you already know this, so I know what I'll be doing later this evening. So I had to do the math really quick earlier. 1912. So this is the 110th anniversary of the fateful voyage of the RMS Titanic. April 15th, 2012. Arizona, my wonderful, beautiful home state, had just become the 48th state in the Union 2 months prior, on Valentine's Day. So we're the Grand Canyon state by title, but we also consider ourselves the Valentine state, which I love. It's all about love. So Arizona had just become a state on Valentine's Day in February, and 2 months later the Titanic left on its maiden and final voyage, as it turns out. So just nothing but love to all those souls that were lost. 1,500 people, and I think 700 and something were saved in the lifeboats that there were too few of. So anyway, I'm going to be watching Titanic later. I haven't watched it in a long time. I love that movie. I saw it in the theater when it came out. Anyway, so just wanted to remember the Titanic on the 110th anniversary of its passing. So, oh, thanks, Ellie. I think that's what turkey vultures say to each other when they're flying over the eagle's nest. Nice eagles. Yeah, I know. I mean, it was very sad. So I'm gonna watch that movie tonight in its honor and remembering those souls. So let me see. What just came to me? Oh yeah. So here's another one from my junior high days. I haven't played this in a while. So I love this song. It's by Michael Martin Murphey. The intro and the outro were a very exquisite and complicated piano piece to translate to guitar. So I know I've told you this before, so when I started learning it, I suddenly remembered that I had recorded this little 59-second chord progression or something like that, and I pulled it up, and it turned out to be in the exact same key as this song. So the intro and the outro are mine, but the song belongs to Michael Martin Murphey. Which, oh, Amy, I saw your post earlier. That's a beautiful story about San Francisco and your mom. Michael Martin Murphey had a dream about this woman on a horse coming for him. And he woke up, and he and his songwriting partner got together and wrote this song, but it started out as a dream, so I wanted to share that to you. So, so here we go. She comes down Yellow Mountain on a dark flat land. She rides on a pony she named Wildfire, with a whirlwind by her side on a cold Nebraska night. They say she died one winter when there came a killing frost, and that pony she named Wildfire busted down his stall. On a blizzard he was lost. She ran calling Wildfire. She ran calling Wildfire. She ran calling Wildfire. By the dark of the moon I planted, but there came an early snow. There's been a hoot owl howling by my window now 6 nights in a row. She's coming for me, I know, and on the Wildfire we're both gonna go. We'll be riding Wildfire. We'll be riding Wildfire. We'll be riding Wildfire. On Wildfire we're gonna ride. We're gonna leave sod busting behind. Get these hard times right on out of our minds. Riding Wildfire. Michael Martin Murphey. A good song is always going to be a great song. And a little bit of myself added in there. Because I couldn't... That piano is too sophisticated for me to try to translate. It's just too many notes. Maybe I'll do it one day. I don't know. I think it needs an alternate tuning so that it'll be easier. Oh, thanks, Amy. You know, I couldn't remember the name of it. So stupid. So I just type in Google song lyrics, comma, San Francisco. I heard the song in my head, but I couldn't think of the name of it. And of course, what's the name of the song? San Francisco. And I know so a friend of yours posted something about hippie, and of course all those flowers and stuff. That song came out in the '60s, so I just remember it from when I was a kid. So I had to quickly put it on there because I thought it was just a nice response to the dream that you had. So who knows where that will lead. Oh, Anita loves that song. She's listening. Hi, Anita. Good to see you. Thanks to you and Z for checking in, being part of the group tonight. You're welcome. Oh, yeah. So those I did not intend to play. I just am following whatever my muse sends me. But I think I kind of preemptively started the evening off before I even started playing, because I remembered this Keith Urban song I used to play a long time ago. And I don't play it very often. So I went over it earlier, and I remembered all of it. So this one I intended to play, so I think I kind of started setting the tone for sort of kind of a country mellow evening without knowing it. So here's a Keith Urban song that I love. I'm gonna be there for you, baby. I'll be a man of my word. Speak a language and a voice that you have never heard. And I wanna sleep with you forever. And I wanna die in your arms, in a cabin by a meadow with a wild bees swarm. And I'm gonna love you like nobody loves you. And I'll earn your trust, making memories of us. I wanna honor your mother, and I wanna learn from your talk. I wanna steal your attention like a bad outlaw. And I wanna stand out and crowd for you, a man among men. And I wanna make your world better than it's ever been. And I wanna love you like nobody loves you, baby. And I'll earn your trust, making memories of us. We'll follow the rainbow wherever the four winds blow. And there'll be a new day coming your way. I wanna be here for you from now on. This you know somehow. You've been stretched to the limits, but it's alright now. And I wanna make you this promise, that in the life after this, I wanna be there to greet you with a warm, wet kiss. Yes, I will. And I'm gonna love nobody loves you, baby. And I'll win your trust, making memories of us. And I'm gonna love you like nobody loves you, baby. And I'll earn your trust, making memories of us. Yeah, baby. Woo! I love that song. I haven't done that in a long time. It's Keith Urban. Good song's always going to be a great song. No new check-ins? Okay. Good to see my tribe here tonight. Thank you for being here. Haven't done this in a while either. Didn't even think about it, so I like living on the edge, so let's see if how much I can remember. I think there's a couple of chord changes where I get confused, but I'm gonna do this. So I don't know what they're called now. Lady? They used to be Lady A. Now I think they're just called Lady. Anyway, this was a used to be Lady Antebellum, Lady A, and now I think just Lady, whatever they are. So this is their song. I know the bridges that I burned along the way left me with these walls and these scars that won't go away. And opening up has always been the hardest thing until you came. So lay beside me, just hold me and don't let go. This feeling that I'm feeling is something I've never known. And I just can't take my eyes off you. And I just can't take my eyes off you. I love how you tell me that I'm handsome when I just wake up. And I love how you tease me when I'm moody, but it's never too much. And I'm falling fast, but the truth is I'm not scared at all. You climb my walls, so lay beside me, hold me and don't let go. This feeling I'm feeling is something I've never known. And I just can't take my eyes off you. And I just can't take my eyes off you. No, you. A few. So lay here beside me, just hold me and don't let go. Oh, this feeling I'm feeling is something I've never known, and I just can't take my eyes off you. I just can't take my eyes on you. Woo! I got mostly through it. I haven't done that in a while. So that's some Lady A or Lady, whatever they're called now. So, all right, looks like I'm all caught up. Oh, Amy says, never heard that. Oh, yeah, it's a, I play, it's not a jazzy, I don't just follow the beat on there. It's kind of, I just do, kind of like with Desperado. I kind of have more of a jazzy, feely kind of version. Lady A's is, it's kind of more on the beat, but it's a beautiful song called, so if you just typed in like Lady A, Can't Take My Eyes Off You, that's the song. So, I heard that probably 10 years ago. I haven't played it in a while, but I do like that. Oh yeah. So just thinking of Townes Van Zandt. So let's do a Townes Van Zandt, the late great Townes Van Zandt original. That, and I've told this story before. You can find it on YouTube. Of him sitting around. They did a documentary with a small group, and he talked about this song. And he wrote this song about two Mexican outlaws, and 2 weeks later he was watching like a daytime western in black and white, and it was about two Mexican outlaws with the same two names as the guy he wrote, as the guys he put in this song 2 weeks prior. So kind of freaky, huh? He said. So it's kind of along lines of dreams and things that appear to us, and spiritus or inspiration, and so he wrote this song, and then 2 weeks later saw somebody else had written a TV, like a half-hour TV western, with the same two outlaws. So he tuned into some frequency, and this is the song that came out. Living on the road, my friend, is gonna leave you free and clean. Now you wear your skin like iron, and your breath's as hard as kerosene. You're what your mama's only son, but a favorite one it seems. She began to cry when you said goodbye, and slipped into your dreams. Pancho's a bandit, boys. His horse was fast as polished steel. He wore his gun outside his pants for all the honest world to feel. Pancho met his match, you know, on the borders down in Mexico. No one heard his dying words. That's the way it goes. And all the federales say they could have had him any day. They only let can't sing the blues all night long like he used to. The dust that Pancho bit down south made its way to Lefty's mouth. The day they lowered poor Pancho low, Lefty left for Ohio, and where he got the bread to go, ain't nobody knows. And all the federales say they could have had him any day. They only let him slip away out of kindness, I suppose. Pick it. The poets write how Pancho fell. Lefty lives in cheap hotels. The border's quiet and Cleveland's cold. And so the story ends, we're told. Now Pancho needs his prayers, it's true, but save a few for Lefty too. He only did what he had to do. Now he's growing old. And all the federales say they could have had him any day. They only let him go so wrong out of kindness, I suppose. A few gray federales say they could have had him any day. They only let him go so wrong out of kindness, I suppose. Woo. All right. Oh, some of the late great Townes Van Zandt. Let's see. All checked. All caught up on check-ins, comments. Amy says, oh, another one you hadn't heard. Oh. So I was just coming out of the Air Force in 1983. And I was still listening to some country music back then. And on, I don't know if it went #1, but it was top 10. Willie Nelson and I think it was Merle Haggard had a top 10 hit, if not a #1 country hit with that song. So that's the one I very first heard. It wasn't until years later that somehow I stumbled on Townes Van Zandt. He wrote that other song that I play occasionally called If I Needed You. And he's got another one I'm trying to remember that I really want to learn. It's beautiful. Anyway, so that's the original, Pancho and Lefty. And you can go onto YouTube and type in Townes Van Zandt. And find the album and a lot of live versions. He died in his late 40s, unfortunately. He had health issues and addiction stuff, but also along with that comes great artistry often. So yeah, he was a fantastic poet, and people have covered his songs forever. So so you can look that one up. It's a great song. So let me drop a capo down to third, now that I've said that. And this is another one of his that I play on occasion. I always have to remember the beginning of it. if I needed you, would you come to me? Would you come to me and ease my pain? If you needed me, I would come to you. I would swim the sea for to ease your pain. When the night forlorn, all the morning's born, and the morning sings with a light of love. You will miss sunrise if you close your eyes, and that would break my heart in two. If I needed you, would you come to me? Would you come to me and ease my pain? If you needed me, I would come to you. I would swim the seas for to ease your pain. Lady's with me now, since I showed her how to lay her lily hand in mine. Loop and Lil agree, she's a sight to see and a treasure for the poor to find. And if I needed you, would you come to me? Would you come to me and ease my pain? And if you needed me, I would come to you. I would swim the seas for to ease your pain. Oh, the late great Townes Van Zandt. Man, what a poet and a songwriter. Oh, and a beautiful guitarist. I could barely do justice to the finger-picking patterns he did on those. Oh, and you hadn't heard that one either, Amy? Oh, yeah, just go to YouTube later. Type in Townes, Townes, and Van Zandt. No relation, by the way. They're probably cousins somewhere to the Van Zandts from Leonard Skinner, and probably little Stevie Van Zandt from Bruce Springsteen. Those names are all the same. So you can type in Pancho and Lefty. Thank you. Pancho and Lefty, If I Needed You. There's a live version of him on a small stage doing If I Needed You. And he has a great sense of humor. He tells some funny little joke and gets the audience laughing, and then he plays that song. It's just him standing there with his guitar in front of a microphone. And that's probably my favorite. I just love that live version. So he used to play with those, like what Jim Croce used to play with sometimes, with those metal finger picks, and his finger picking was just phenomenal, really, really good. Mine's a cheap imitation of the original. Who could be Townes Van Zandt? So, oh yeah. Oh, if you go look up the lyrics, in that last verse it says, "Lady's with me now since I showed her how to lay her lily hand in mine." Loop and Lil, Lupe and Lil, Lil. Loop and Lil agree, she's a sight to see and a treasure for the poor to find. Loop and Lil were his parakeets. I read this later because I got to get the backstory on songs. So he had two parakeets named Loop and Lil. Other people, when they play that song, they substitute something else. You and I agree or something. Nobody says Loop and Lil. And it's like, I'm not going to change it. I honor tradition. So I'll explain it. So Loop and Lil agree, like two people that were agreeing. She's a sight to see and a treasure for the poor to find. Those were his parakeets. And I love that he put their names in. It fits really, really good. So I honor tradition, and I play it the way he wrote it. And I think the Pancho and Lefty that Willie Nelson and Merle Haggard did, they changed a little in the lines, not me. So I learned the original. So I wanted to recognize that even though I'll be live Sunday afternoon, I won't see you all again until Sunday, which is Easter, and I'm not a church goer really anymore, but I am. I live from my heart and believe in God, the universe, and all of that, and so I'm into spirit now, I call it. So, and my faith has never been stronger. So I used to play this live on Friday nights before like Easter Sunday or something, say, hey, if you're like me and you haven't been to church in a while, consider yourself absolved after I play the songs. This is like a hymn. I haven't done this in a little bit either. So this is a little Leonard Cohen, and his favorite version of this song was Bon Jovi's version, and it's the very first version I ever heard and I learned. So I wanted to do this for all of you who may or may not be in church. If you're not this Sunday like me, don't feel guilty. You're absolved. And so here we go. Well, I heard there was a secret chord that David played to please the Lord. But you don't really care for music, do you? Well, it goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, and the major lift. The baffled king composing hallelujah, 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 Well, your faith was strong, but you needed proof. You saw her bathing on the roof. Her beauty in the moonlight overthrew you, and she tied you to her kitchen chair, and she broke your throne, and she cut your hair, and from your lips she drew the hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Well now, baby, I've been here before. I've seen this room and I walked this floor. I used to live alone before I knew you. And it's not your march on that harbor larch, no. Love is not a victory march. It's a cold and it's a broken hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Well, there was a time when you let me know what's really going on below. Now you never show that to me, do you? But remember when I moved in you, and the holy dove was moving too, and every breath we drew was hallelujah, When I believe there's a God above, all I ever learned from love was how to shoot somebody who outdrew you. And it's not a cry you hear at night, and it's not someone who's seen the light. It's a cold and it's a broken hallelujah. 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 Woo! Absolution. If you don't end up in church on Sunday, you have just been to church, and so I'll leave that at that. What a great song. Oh, we are just about to the end. Oh, thank you, Amy. That was sweet of you. Yeah, I love that version. All right. It was a small but as always distinguished group. Thank you for checking in this evening on this Fiesta Friday. So good of you to be here. And Amy, since you're here, first one in, last one to leave. I have to end on your lullaby that I wrote for you. When you go to sleep at night, remember to let your soul take flight. But if you drift away too far, I'll ride a moonbeam to where you are. The stars are calling, and I am falling. As you lay your head to sleep, counting heartbeats instead of sheep, just breathe my name and call me there, and I'll sprinkle stardust in your hair. The moon is calling, and I am falling. I could lay down to sleep, praying the Lord your soul to keep. The night is falling, and I have fallen. So sleep you well, my turtle dove. You'll forever be my one true love. That song warms my heart. So thank you for tuning in, and I have some stuff this weekend to do, but I don't have any clients, so I don't usually book Fridays, but I had a special 2-hour session today, so this was it until next week. I'm gonna make a note to do what I mentioned on Wednesday. So on my iMac, my 27-inch recording studio that I'm watching the replay and all of your comments on, is the your program where I recorded that. So the master file is in there with the album version. So I'm gonna go in and mute the vocals and the guitar. I'm gonna do my best by Sunday to do that, and then I'm gonna bounce it to the computer behind me where my speakers are, and I'm gonna play that with all the bells and whistles. I'm gonna go through and record it. Look at that, right on time. I'm gonna play along with it and get that done before Sunday, so that on Sunday I can play along with. And I played all the instruments on the album version too, so it's got bird sounds and all kinds of cool stuff, I think, and a violin. So I bought a cheap $100 violin and taught myself to play just enough to be able to eke out the notes that were in my head. So I'm gonna play along with that and sing to it, but I want everything else as a backing track. So I'm gonna try to see if I can get started on that tomorrow, and then have a chance to play along with it on Sunday. That's my goal. So I will do that, and that'll be fun. I've never done that ever. So that came to me recently. I mentioned it on Wednesday. So I'm gonna see. I've got some time between now and Sunday to do that and then play along with it. So the original notes in the intro were played on a acoustic guitar or classical guitar. I went and bought a cheap classical when I recorded that album, and I spent 3 days relearning my classical flamenco technique. So the intro I played on that, it's not complicated. I'll just have to learn it again, and I'll play it on acoustic maybe. So I think that would be fun. I'd like to do that with some backing music and sing it and play it with all the other instruments, what I called all the bells and whistles turned on. So I'll have to see about doing that, but I'm glad you're here tonight to inspire me. Yeah, it'll be fun. Thank you. So Z was gonna have to fall asleep because he's got to be up at 3 o'clock in the morning because he's in a refueling outage. Nita, I know you were here watching. So good of you to tune in. Ellie was here for a little while. Anyway, so that's it. Have a wonderful rest of your Friday. I think tomorrow is the 16th. Well, I know it's the 16th, but I think it's a full moon tomorrow. It was tonight or tomorrow. Somehow the 16th is ringing a bell. So if you get a chance, get out and take a look at that moon. I don't know where all my crystals are. They're packed away. If you use crystals at all or stones that are energy based, you set them out on a full moon at night and they charge all night long. So mine are still packed away. I think I haven't unpacked them from moving, which was a year ago. So I've got to find mine. Anyway, so thank you so much, my tribe. What a wonderful night of playing music and cool stuff. And I like that I played some stuff people haven't heard before. You can go look at the originals. And yeah, I do. I love crystals too. I did a Reiki session today, and I haven't yet started using crystals in my Reiki practice, but I'm just more tactile. So the energy, they're hands-on or right off the body works for me, but crystals really work with the chakra centers, and I do Reiki chakra balancing too. So Ellie helped teach us that in school, so I think she's probably gone, but I got to do that again. Yeah, so if you have stones and crystals, set them out tonight, let them charge all night by a full moon, and let them receive all that energy. And so thank you all. Nothing but love. So as always, namaste. The divinity in me recognizes and honors the divinity in you. Thank you so much for keeping yourselves healthy, keeping your immune systems bolstered up, The world needs you. It needs lovers of love and people with good hearts and kind hearts and stuff. And that's my tribe. So we provide something necessary in our world this day. So you're welcome, Amy. So have a great Friday, ushering in your weekend, gang. Have a great Saturday. Have a happy Easter, and I will be back on Sunday, Easter Sunday, 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time for Soulful Sunday. I'm going to archive this right away. We'll see you then.